mean eating poi and pizza? Who the hell would do that? Eat poi and pizza. Who does that? Idiots do that. You get diarrhea, you gotta eat poi and pizza.
Did you get diarrhea?
I texted him and I said, no.
You get diarrhea when you eat poi and pizza. Aloha, welcome back to another episode of Poi and Pizza. I am Chris.
And I am Tony.
And it's been quite a weekend. Quite a week, actually, for a lot of us. Obviously, we had, Hurricane Irma going on in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Just getting over Hurricane Harvey. Now
Just getting Hurricane Harvey. I know there's a bunch of wildfires up in the mainland as well, right on the west coast.
Jose's on his way.
Yeah.
Arriba.
Jose.
How come they go, like, Spanish names one? Oh, the rule.
So we have a rule. Tony has to answer his phone now that someone called and he interrupted the show by not turning off his phone. So I'm going to turn my phone off now.
Hang on.
Tony's going to answer the call on the show.
Kili'i, I got you live on our show because I was supposed to turn my phone off. How are you?
I'm good, my man. How are you?
I am good.
Okay. Well, I don't want to keep you too long if you're in the middle of something, but I was just reminding you about tomorrow's special day.
Oh, tomorrow's a special day.
And making sure you know that there is an open invitation. So whether it's a boys' day and poker, beer,
bachelor party, gotcha.
Or whether you want the missus.
Strippers.
I will let you know. Maybe a round of golf. Let me see. I got to see if my wife's gonna take me to lunch or not for my birthday. So.
Right on, man.
All right. Yeah. I'll hit you up after.
Sounds good, Tony.
All right. Bye.
Poker, beer, and strippers, man. Now, that was it. There we go. The first call on Poi and Pizza. Congratulations, Mr. Kelly E. Beck.
Silent mode on.
First call on Poi and Pizza.
Dang
there
it.
we go.
I had
Poker, beer, strippers. You
I
heard
had
it
my
first.
phone off, but my watch rang. Does that count?
You heard it first, Jana. Poker, beer, strippers. I swear I heard Kelly say strippers, man.
I don't know. I was I was trying to turn my phone on, my watch off.
We interrupt this serious program about Hurricane Irma and all other devastating.
To be completely rude and answer your phone.
To be completely rude, answer your phone and talk about poker, beer, and strippers. And now back to your regular programming.
Aloha, guys. Welcome back to Poi and Pizza.
Welcome back to Poi and Pizza. I'm Chris.
And I'm the rude butt who just answered his phone, Tony.
Oh, man.
Oh, as I was saying before, I rudely interrupted myself.
Yeah.
How come all the hurricane names are Spanish?
Not all of them are Spanish.
No?
Irma's Spanish? Irma doesn't sound
I thought
Spanish.
it was.
Is Irma Spanish?
I don't know any Irmas.
I knew an Irma. I don't know. Harvey. Oh, yeah. Harvey's definitely Spanish. Good one.
Yeah. Jose is definitely Spanish.
Yeah, but I thought they go in alphabetical order.
They do, and it's boy, girl, boy, girl, boy, girl.
So why is Jose, like they already had an H with Harvey. Why is
Jose starts with a J. Okay.
I'm kidding, man. I am kidding. Come on, dude. Give me a little more credit than that. Jesus Christ, man.
Well, I have heard you say carne asada, so I thought for sure. Yes, in Spanish, the J is silent.
It's technically not silent. It sounds like an H. Otherwise, it would be Jose.
Jose. Yeah, there you go. We got Hurricane Jose on the way.
Hurricane Jose.
Wouldn't that be Filipino? We got Hurricane Jose on the way. Anyway, what were we talking about?
We were talking about natural disasters. And there was actually a hurricane. I don't know if this is bad or, I'm not trying to be like some jackass racist or anything, but there was an earthquake in Mexico.
Oh, 8.2.
Yeah, and they were. I think one of the hurricane or one of the tsunamis that hit in the past was originated, I believe, in Mexico.
Yeah. So I called Marlene from Tsunami Museum.
Yeah.
Pacific Tsunami Museum right away and said, hey, what are you hearing? Because there were some reports, and then at first it could cause widespread tsunamis.
Yeah.
So we're like, calling, my son and everyone's, hey, just stay away from and then it.
Yeah. Yeah. Whoa.
And then I got corrected by Damon Tucker right away.
Okay, fortunately. Let's not say that name. Let's not say that name on our show, Poi and Pizza. But
I'll beep it out.
If you live on Yeah. Beep it out. You'll never know.
You'll never know
what
who
the
I
name
just said.
is. But if you haven't been to the Pacific Tsunami Museum recently, you got to go. Right, if you live on island, you definitely need to go check it out. It's like it'll definitely blow your mind.
It's great education.
Well, I don't remember it like that when I was younger. I mean, it's been around for a long time, and they've really, the place is really cool now. So
yeah. And they're going to have a fantastic documentary playing there very soon.
Yes, they are. But we won't tell you about it.
No, go check them out. We'll let you know
it's going to be too boring.
No, the new one.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
I know. No, I mean, it's going to be too boring if we tell you about it.
Oh, yeah. I'm kidding. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Finally. Hey, man, this is my first cup of coffee.
I know, man. And it's Monday morning, right? And we love Mondays. I mean, I love Mondays, except for 2 weeks ago. And then, Tony didn't love Monday last week. But anyway, how was your weekend, dude? What kind of weekend did you have?
Oh, man.
Tell me about the UH Vulcans thing that you did.
Yeah. So Saturday, we just had soccer with the girls.
Okay.
But Friday, I took an early day Friday.
Okay.
I went golfing, and I got a hole-in-one.
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 At the municipal golf course.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank
dude.
you.
That's hard to do.
It is.
I mean, people go their whole lives and never hit a hole-in-one.
Those were the looks that I got.
Yeah.
From the people we were golfing with.
Like the 70-year-old golfer that hated you because you had a hole-in-one and he never hit one.
Really?
Who is this guy?
And I mishit it too, but
I've been golfing here for 45 years and I've never hit a hole-in-one.
Yeah, so it was good. Soccer, oh, dude, my wife is late to everything. Everything. So Zoe has a game at 11.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Zoe has a game at 12. Anu has a game at 1.
Okay.
But Anu has to beat her game by 12:30. They're on opposite sides of the fields. So one of them is down by Old Bayfront Motors. The other one is at the highest part. So you have to literally drive because it'll take you a half hour just to walk over there. So she was working, as always, and she was supposed to leave early so she could take Anu to her game or vice versa. So I'm sitting here with Ziggy, who honestly, at 5 years old, it's not really that important of a game. It's magnet ball, and they're all kind of running around. Yeah. So I'm texting her like, hey, where you at? Anu's got to get to her game. She's like, let her walk. I'm like, I'm not going to let her walk all the way because she has to cross that busy, and people are just zooming in and out of that parking lot. So I'm like waiting. It's just frustrating. She gets here just in time. Anu goes over to her game. I finish up with Zoe. Saturday was just hectic and hot and sweaty, and I'm grouchy and usual weekend. But Sunday we went to the UH Vulcans. It was a fan fest day, and it was a tremendous day to bring your family and the keiki out to meet all of the players and get the kids interested in different sports. So they had all little, you could play tennis in there, you could play basketball, baseball, soccer, volleyball. You could participate in all of the sports and participate with all of the athletes. And it was just this big meet and greet and very super cool. Yeah, in fact, the first home game for UH Hilo Vulcans for volleyball is the 22nd. And we have the brand new coach, Coach Krieger, who's bringing a lot of excitement and fire, and it'd be exciting.
Good, man.
How about you?
We're trying to make some of those games for sure. It was shoot, what did we do, man? We had we had not much going on. Usual weekend, volleyball weekend. Well, actually, not really on the weekend. My daughter went to Kona on Saturday. So far they're undefeated. They have a big game tonight against Pilo High. Crosstown Rivals also undefeated. As far as the JV, our varsity got their,
Tushkas.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't get beat real bad, but they lost to Waikea. So anyway, we're gonna do that this weekend. But what sucked over the weekend is my fantasy football team just sucked. I'm a huge fantasy football guy. I have 4 teams now. From 7, I went down to 4. So I actually have 4 teams, and they're all just getting their butts handed to them, man.
You had an intervention.
I can't wait. Yeah, totally, dude. Totally.
Bring you from 7 to 4. Here's an intervention.
Real quick.
Sit you down.
Real quick. Yeah. You're either gonna have 4 or you're gonna sleep on the couch. All right, I'll take the 4. Or have 7, or have 4, sleep on the couch.
That's not an intervention. That's an ultimatum. Oh, same thing. When we deal with the wives, same thing.
Yeah, so I'm down to 4, but I got my butt whooped badly. Well, not really badly, but after today, it's going to be badly in all of my leagues. So anyway, it's a kind of, it's a tough weekend, and my Dolphins didn't get to play because of the hurricane, which, by the way, is it pretty much devastated a lot of Florida. One of my friends, one of my childhood friends, Greg Diaguirre, lives up in Fort Lauderdale, and he was keeping us updated and stuff. But they made it through okay, so that was really good news. But the damage is devastating, man. Like there's damage everywhere in that state. So
I saw an interesting video from the Bahamas because it wiped through and wiped out the Bahamas, and
it was a Category 5 when it hit
there was no ocean. Chris, I kid you not. I'll see if I can post
I
the video up.
I saw it.
Yeah, it was weird. It was the shoreline, and they walked out like 200 yards, and there was no ocean and no ocean to be found in the distant area. It like sucked up.
It sucked
the
it
ocean.
all up. Yeah, it was crazy. Lakes and
I didn't
ponds.
know that was possible.
Me neither. I actually saw a picture of two manatee that were stuck on we're stuck on shore because the water got sucked up. I guess it gets sucked up. The hurricane sucks it up or something. I'm not sure, but these manatee ended up like stuck on shore when there actually shouldn't be any shore there.
Right.
I mean,
it was 10 feet of water.
Yeah, it should be water, but so I saw a picture of that, which is freaking crazy, dude. Totally crazy. But we're praying for you guys out there, and Harvey in Texas and Irma on the southeast. In the southeast area.
Yeah, and now it's moving west. It's coming up, and it's going to hit Georgia, and it's going to hit
it's going to hit Alabama too, right? Yeah. But it shouldn't be as bad by the time it hits there. Probably
More
going to be a real
tropical
heavy storm.
Yeah.
But thank goodness for us, dude, because we didn't get any of that stuff.
Yeah.
Right, Hawaii. So far, we've been so good. I should be knocking because next week everybody will be like, dude, this hurricane is because of that guy on Point Pizza.
Hurricane Kua.
It's all his fault. It's all Trump's fault. It's all his fault.
I actually saw that.
Jennifer Garner.
I saw a post that it is. Oh my god.
Jennifer Garner.
It is so. Yes. I mean,
Jennifer
come
Garner.
on, you guys.
Yeah, she blamed him.
Look,
it's his fault.
I get it. You don't like him.
Yeah.
But you're gonna blame a natural disaster.
No, all of it, not just one.
Oh yeah. All of them.
Because of the whole, climate change thing. But I have an opinion on climate change, and a lot of people don't like it. But because
it doesn't exist.
A person, because it doesn't exist. A person can't create natural disasters. I'm sorry. I mean,
that's where you are.
Then again, I would, I might disagree because my wife has created some natural disasters in the past, man. Let me tell you.
I've lived through some natural.
Hurricane Haunani has flown through my house more than a few times. Let me tell you, dude.
Well, I had Hurricane Yana.
Hurricane Hana. I'm sorry. So, you know what? Since we're on the topic of our wives, I have a quick question for you.
Okay.
It's just kind of something that I went through this past weekend, but I've gone through it on a much bigger scale. So, like when you have a disagreement with your wife, right? And it's okay, no, but like on a specific topic. So, I don't know, maybe what aisle the baby wipes are on, or whatever it is. And you say it's like let's say you say it's like aisle 12, right? And she goes, no, it's not. It's on aisle 9, right? And you insist it's on 12.
Okay.
But then it's really on aisle 9.
Right.
Okay.
But you still know you're right?
Yeah. So okay, so I have a certain way of doing it, but I want to know, how do you, when your wife is absolutely 100% correct and you are absolutely 100% wrong, how do you manipulate the situation, or how do you spin it so that either it's not as bad or that it seems like you're right even though you're absolutely 100% wrong?
Oh, see, now shame on you for this because she watches this.
Okay, good.
So now I'm going to have to change what I do.
No, but that's okay because the truth is we have more than one.
That's right.
Secret.
That's right.
So
number one, I flat out lie.
Okay.
I was here last week. It was on aisle 12 last week. So you may be right this time, but I'm telling you that when I walked through the store and I was here and you saw what I grabbed and I walked right by this aisle,
it was aisle 12.
And I said, oh, baby wipes aisle 12. Okay, in case we ever need them. And I say it with such conviction and look her in the eye, and then I walk away like a mic drop so she can't argue, and then that's it. She may have been right, but I was too. Even though I wasn't, but I was. But I wasn't.
Oh my gosh. Boom. And that's how you do it, gentlemen.
How do you do it? Or what did you do?
Well, that's actually a good one. So I'm probably going to start using that since, my wife doesn't watch the show as much. She just thinks we're a bunch of, we're a couple of nerds. Which we are. Yeah, sure. We absolutely are. But that's actually a good one. So I think I'm going to start using that now. That is genius, actually. Like, I'd have to give that an A+.
Oh, thank you.
On your report card as, on the subject of outsmarting the wife. Because it's hard to do.
AKA lying.
Yeah. So what yeah, pretty much. Well, yeah, it's not lying, My daughter calls it creative thinking.
I like that.
She says it's not lying, it's creative thinking. It's lying. But it's creative thinking. So what I do is I'll generally, like, I don't flat out lie. I just don't own it. But not only do I not own it, like, I spin it. Ooh. Well, remember the last time when you so I'll like
she was wrong.
When she was wrong. Yeah. So don't press this on because remember that time when you were wrong? In fact, that was worse because of this.
Yeah, and I didn't say anything.
Other reason. Yeah, right. I didn't say a word. I was all good with it. I rolled with it. So, no, end it here. End it here. I didn't say a word the last time you were wrong. So
I like that too.
Yeah,
I like that too.
So
throw it back on them. So we have two really good options for you gentlemen out there.
That's right.
Wives, just do us a favor, like grab a snack real quick or just hit mute or guys to just hold the phone to your ear.
Yeah.
So we can lie.
Right, lie.
And say it was there last time you saw it, and that makes you not wrong, right, but not wrong.
Yeah.
Which is okay. You don't have to be right as long as you're not wrong.
That's right.
Or two, you could throw it back in their face when you didn't give them crap.
That's right.
Or if they continue to dig on you, next time they're wrong, say, "Oh yeah, oh really, really?" Like the baby wipes are on 12, right?
I had no idea. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Just want to make sure. Okay, is this a baby white situation?
Done.
Should I let you know how you let me know?
Yeah, done deal. Done deal, man. So now you have two solutions. That's actually, but like, yours was a good one. So I'm probably going to use that in the future. I've never thought about doing that.
I know the last time she went, it was a long time ago.
Yeah, that's true. Because I do all the shopping.
I do all the shopping too.
I do all the shopping. So it's all good.
Oh, so you could throw that in the light. Oh, excuse me, hon. Who's the one that goes shopping?
Right.
And then when they say, well, I told you it was on aisle 9. Yes, but you know what? I was here 2 days ago. Yeah. And look, everything's gone. Look, electronics shifted over one, right?
Yeah, everything moved from the last time you were here.
Yeah.
Do you remember? Oh, wait, you don't remember.
Oh, you don't remember because you don't do the shopping. Okay, so that's a good. You could spin that too.
Dude.
Oh, I'm sorry. Who does the shopping? Oh, I do the shopping. As you're walking to aisle 9 and you're grabbing the baby wipes off and things. Right. See, all right. Next time, it helps if you come shopping too, so you know what the aisles are.
And now there are a bunch of dudes out there going, some of these two guys, they do all the shopping. But last night, I was a little bit, because I do all the shopping. Last night, I needed a head of cabbage for dinner. So I called my wife who was at work and I said, "Can you please stop? It'll be and I'm trying to justify it for her. It'll be a 5-minute stop.
In and out.
Sack and Save is on the way. You walk in, the cabbage is near the door. You just go to the right, put the cabbage in the bag, and 5 minutes. 5 minutes, you're out of there. Just cabbage, nothing else. It'll be quick." I get a text back. "I don't want to." Are you kidding me? I did all the shopping I do all the shopping all the time. I missed one head of cabbage. Can you grab a head of cabbage? I don't feel like it. So guess what?
You went and got a head of cabbage.
No cabbage.
Oh, good.
I didn't go get no cabbage.
Good.
And I told her, then you're gonna eat tuna and rice for dinner. That's it. You're gonna eat tuna and rice. But then I gave in and ended up making hamburger patties since there was no.
Oh, you.
I know I am such.
Because you know what'll get thrown back at us.
I know I'm a wuss.
Because both of our wives out earn us.
Yeah.
You know what we're gonna get.
Well, yeah.
You know what we're gonna get. Oh, I'm sorry. I was busy working all day. What were you doing? Recording a podcast?
Yeah, but they're not as famous as we are. So
that's true.
It doesn't matter.
That is true. Yeah.
Being famous is more important.
Oh, honey, grab a head of cabbage on your way home.
Being famous is more important, man.
Just stop in and out. It doesn't take that long. You can throw some music on. You can even jazzercise
Come
on your way in.
man. Just get a head of cabbage. We just need some cabbage.
No, we just need some cabbage.
Yeah. So, but like now I know, at least I have one weapon in my tool belt for the next time that we run into that little issue. So thank you very much for sharing that.
Yeah, I'm interested on your okay, guys, and don't even give us, I just admit I was wrong. That is BS, and I'm gonna call it right now.
Yeah,
there's not a guy out there
never
that when you say it's on 12, she says it's on 9, and it's on 9. You're like,
never.
Oh, my bad, hun. You were right. I was wrong.
Right. Of course, there is some old geezer out there
who's been married.
Who's gonna say, "Oh yeah, I learned over all these years
over 50 years of marriage. I just say
it's better to admit that you're wrong."
You were right, honey. You should just say that when she says it's on aisle 9. You're right, honey. And go to aisle 9 and it's on 12 and say, "Well, hun, you should have been right. It was there last time." Golly gee, you're so smart. I'm not. I love you, honey. Can I rub your feet when I get home?
So terrible, dude.
That is not me, dude.
We are gonna be old geezers one day.
It's the moral victories. It's the little tiny victories, gentlemen. It is the little tiny victories that you get. Look, you're gonna lose the war. All right, let's just get that out there. You will always lose the war, 100% of the time.
If you want to stay married. Yeah, sure.
But every now and then you want to get a little battle one.
Sure, you will concede the war if you want to stay married.
That's right.
It's worth it.
It is definitely worth it.
At the end of the day, it's worth it.
It is. It is.
Concede the war. But once in a while, like you said, it's fun to win a battle here and there. Here and there.
Yeah, here.
And
way
there.
Yeah. And if you're lucky enough to string two together, it's going to be another year and a half before the last one goes.
Yeah, but what's even more hilarious about this is that our wives probably already know that we do this.
Oh, they do.
They're going to watch this and go, "Oh my God, these..." Because, women, like, they have
us figured out.
Well, yeah, dude. I mean,
they let us get the moral victories.
They pretty much know that we're, like, if you ever get a chance to, to like listen to a female conversation going on off to the side and they think you're not listening, you hear them talk about how we're clueless and, how like they have to give us clear instructions and that kind of thing. And how they have to explain every single little thing to us. And you know what? I 100% agree.
I'm not arguing.
Yes.
And we're sitting here listening to him nodding, being like,
yeah.
And what?
So what's the problem, right? Yeah.
You knew that.
Yeah. Don't have me figure anything out.
Oh, gosh.
Please. Just tell me what needs to be done.
Ladies, I don't own a crystal ball.
Right. I don't,
So wives, I don't know why. Look, these vague, passive-aggressive questions.
Yes.
Just tell me what you want.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not Sherlock Holmes. I don't deduce. I cannot figure it out. I'm not going to retrace my steps. I'm just going to get frustrated, and then I'm going to lie and say it was on aisle 12 when it was on aisle 9. So just be honest with me and tell me what you want. I mean, come on.
We've talked about deducing before. We just, and we just don't do it well. Like, when I'm hearing the conversation going on and they're laughing and I'm like, what's so funny about us wanting you to be specific?
Yes.
And then, so my friend's wife, I was having a conversation with her, I can't remember what it was about exactly, but she used these exact words. We were all kind of hanging out at a party and stuff. She used these exact words. She said, "Women, man, we're an open book," and I'm like, a blank stare, like, what are you talking about?
An open book in Braille.
And yeah. More like an open instruction manual.
Right.
We need an instruction manual. But she insisted. She said, "We're an open book." And I'm like, then why do you guys try to make us figure stuff out? God. So anyway.
Okay, you know what?
I'm sure they already know.
They may be an open book, but it's a crime novel where you have to go through all the freaking clues in the beginning to find out that it ended up being himself who killed him at the end when you had no freaking clue.
Yeah.
Just tell me the ending of the book.
Yeah, just tell me it was Colonel Mustard with the wrench in the library and I'll be good to go.
I'm not the Hardy Boys.
No. Or Dora the Explorer, for that matter.
Hola, Dora.
Hola, Dora. Anyway, man.
Hey, you know what today is?
Yes. Today is 9/11.
Today is 9/11.
It is.
And do you remember what you were doing?
I totally remember it. Well, we were in Hawaii. Well, I was still in Hawaii back then, so I was sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember clearly my sister coming into my bedroom, waking me up, turning on the TV, and like watching it all go down. And I remember just being in shock, dude. Like, like in horror, like the whole day. You know, and it's funny because my daughter and I was talking about we were talking about this morning, and I told her, "Do you realize that it's 9/11?" She said, "Oh yeah," but she wasn't alive at the time, so she doesn't really understand or realize. She's 12. She doesn't. She gets it. It's an important day in history. She said, "You know, it's an important day in history." I get it. I said, "No, you don't get it," because she just. But it was, you know, it was like a crazy day, dude. You know, I remember that whole
Glued
day.
to
I
the
remember
TV.
glued totally, and I remember like all the thoughts running through my head about, oh my gosh, like I can't believe that this happened in our country.
Yep.
You know, because it never happened before, like that. You know, quite that way, I guess, here. So, but yeah, I remember clearly what I was doing. I was sleeping. My wife, my sister woke me up, and you know, I was glued to the TV all day. What about you?
I remember 2 historical events clearly. One of them was when the space shuttle blew up.
Oh, I thought you were going to say when Lincoln was assassinated.
I'm not that old, jackass.
Okay.
You're older than me.
I remember the space shuttle too, yeah.
And I remember it because we were watching it in elementary school.
Oh.
They had it on the TV. So the whole school, all the classes had it live streaming, or not live streaming, because this is back in that, whatever.
Yeah, live on TV.
Live on TV. And we watched it, and the teachers immediately, as soon as it, they turned off the TV, and we didn't really comprehend what was going on.
Wow.
But I remember because I was in Colorado, Cole was in preschool, and we used to watch the Today Show or whatever in the morning, and we saw that it was just the TV was focused on the tower, and we actually saw the second plane come into the second tower. And we ran to the school, grabbed Cole from school because we didn't know what, it's just you want them close by. And I mean, we were just glued to the TV. Yeah. Watching, we saw the buildings collapse, which, I mean, it was just, you're right. It was shock and awe. It was how is this happening here? Because you hear about it everywhere else, and you always think, "Oh, we're safe. We're safe." Yeah, it's not going to happen here. I mean, look at our defense. But
it was crazy.
Do you guys remember what you were doing, and
if you were born,
if you were born,
which I think
16 years ago, was it 16? I think.
Yeah, which I think those are one of the events. That's one of the events in history where people remember exactly what they were doing, right? I mean, you probably know where if you're listening, you probably know exactly where you were, and exactly, what the thoughts and the feelings that you went through, at that time. So
yeah. So today's one of those days you kind of reflecting, and you're also praying for the people in Florida and Texas.
Yeah. Be grateful.
Yeah.
We all need to be a little grateful, sometimes. So. Anyway,
all right.
Kudos to 9/11, man.
No.
Yeah.
Shout out time.
Jinx. All right, I'm gonna go first this week because I'm not gonna be that funny, and I want to beat you just in case you take mine.
You sucker. All right.
All right. So first, we're gonna shout out once again Aloha Grown. Mahalo for taking care of us, giving us the goods, hooking us up. Their website, Tony.
Yep, parkerranchstore.com/Aloha Grown.
Yep, so go check them out for all of your cool Aloha Grown attire, hats, shirts, all of that
Backyard
good
Revolution,
stuff.
go get them.
The Backyard Revolution, yes. Today, my shout out, of course, because it's hurricane time. It's the anniversary of 9/11. My shout out goes to all the first responders out there today. That's why I wanted to go first, because I really wanted to give props to a lot of the first responders, police officers, firemen. Anyone who works in, hospitals, emergency, that kind of thing. All of the first responders, county officials, state officials, state people who, put their lives on the line, for us every single day. Thank you guys very much for all that you do. It was very cool what the Cleveland Browns did yesterday, by the way, during the game, before the game. They had a bunch of first responders, a lot of them, come out of the tunnel with them. They held each other arm in arm as the national anthem played. So I thought that was really a great honor for that to happen. So anyway, to all of the first responders, thank you very much for all that you do. Mahalo.
Yeah. Mine goes out to, when we're talking about the hurricanes, it brings me back to when Isel hit here.
Oh, yeah.
And we got together, on a very short notice. I think it was on a Sunday.
Yeah.
We talked about it and we put together a collection, and it makes me feel really good living here on the Big Island that if we were to have something catastrophic, that we're gonna be okay because the island pulled together, and it brings me back to what happened with Isel and just how Big Islanders stepped up and did what they needed to do without any selfless anything. So. My shout out goes to the Big Islanders.
That's awesome, dude. That's a good one. The people dropped it off. The people went ahead and dropped off a ton of stuff. A lot of stuff.
Yeah. So that'll wrap it up for us today with Poi and Pizza.
Yeah. All right. So we'll see you guys next time. Keep your pizza hot and your poi fresh. Aloha.
Aloha.
What do you mean eating poi and pizza? Who the hell would do that? Eat poi and pizza. Who does that? Idiots do that. You get diarrhea, you go eat poi and pizza.